this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and we have Paul here with us this morning. And Paul is a veteran from Austin that was referred here by the VA for chiropractic care, and this is his first visit here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief, and we want to thank you for your service first and foremost.
Sir. Thank you.
You served in the Marines, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Yep. I'm going to have you close your eyes and bend your head forward and backwards for me. Joseph used to give you guys rides. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. That's the Navy. He was the flying Air Force. Sorry about that, Joseph.
It's all right.
So he's a little forward to the left in his biomechanics. He's got forward head translation and left translation on the x-axis. And then he's also got translation of his pelvis to the left of center on the x-axis. And he's got a lot of stress and tension right up here in his upper thoracic area, but he's been suffering from a condition known as occipital neuralgia, which gives you really sharp shooting pains right at the base of your skull, the occiput, that shoots into your head, and that's very painful, isn't it? And you get that once a day, you said?
Yeah.
And that's been something you've been suffering from for how many years?
Probably about 4.
4 years now? Okay, so let's get, well, I've already done his orthopedic neurological evaluation, but I am going to do a couple of highlight tests for you. Sit right here for me and face the wall. Okay, this is a foramina compression test, neutral, and that was no pain, right?
No pain.
Okay, but watch this. When we go backwards and we turn to the right and down, then he has sharp pain down in his lower cervical spine. So that's a positive foramina compression test on the right.
Yep.
Same thing on the left down here. And then we just do a lateral flexion, and he's limited in his range of motion. That's also pretty tight right there, huh?
Yes, sir.
And when I pushed down on his shoulder and stretch out that trap and levator scapula, that hurt more, didn't it? So that's called a positive shoulder depressor test. And then we'll do the same thing to the left. Now he's got a little bit better range of motion there, but that's still tight, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And does this make that worse?
Yep.
Okay. So that's a positive shoulder depressor test on the right. Now he has good muscle strength in his deltoids, his biceps and triceps, and his fingers. And he also has +2 equal and active reflexes bilaterally, so we're not going to do those over. But here's a really important test. This is called cervical distraction. Does that feel better, same, or worse to your spine?
Better.
So that means he is compressed in his spine. His discs are compressed, and that's pinching on the nerve. So guess what he's going to be getting done today? Okay, let's go on later and you tell me. That's why you're here, huh?
Yes, sir.
Now, he's seen like 5 other chiropractors before he ever came here, including at the VA in Austin, right?
Yes, sir.
See, now he's got bilateral SI joint tenderness on palpation. L5 is also tender right there. And then up here in his lower thoracic upper lumbar spine, he has significant paraspinal muscle hypertonicity or tightness of these muscle bundles. Those are tender, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
And then in his mid-thoracics right here, he gets a lot of mid-back pain. That was his #1 complaint. That's tender right there, isn't it? Is this where you feel most of your mid-back pain? Right there and right here? Right here? Yep. See, this whole area from his mid-thoracics to his lower thoracics is subluxated. And if you watch my fingers, you can actually see the curve right through here. It's like a little snake right through here. So we're going to be adjusting that for him today. Now his cervical spine, his palpation, he's got body right on C5, C6, and 7. And also C3 and 4. And then right here at his occiput, both left and right, he's got muscle bundles here. But that right there is where he gets his occipital neuralgia in right there too, huh? Okay, now I'm going to have him lock his right leg short while I put pressure on his sacrum, lift that whole leg off the table. Okay, see how high that comes? Okay, relax that. Now do the left one. Look how much more the left one goes up. So he's got a right sacral deviation as well. This is how I make the determination of where and how I'm going to adjust someone. I've seen comments on there from some idiots that say, oh, he does the same adjustment on everybody. but it's not the same. See, that tightens up right there. So we always do pre and post examinations on people. I use the same techniques, which is the drop tables, Thompson and BioPhysics. So I'm going to adjust his right SI joint first. I'm contacting the inside of the ilium, and I'm doing a superior to inferior, or S to I, thrust in a 45-degree angle, which is the same as his SI joint in here. Now I'm contacting the right side of his sacrum, which is posterior, and I'm driving that straight superior to inferior, as well as straight P to A in the Z axis. Good. Now I'm going to move over to his left SI joint. And then the left side of his sacrum, I'm just pushing straight superior to inferior. Now just doing that, his legs are even now, and I bet you this already feels a little smoother than the first one.
Yeah, actually quite a bit.
Yep, imagine that. Then we're going to move up to L5 here. Straight P to A, which is posterior to anterior, for those of you who have been asking. And notice the angles on my arm and hand are changing as I move up the spine. That's because the facets, or zygapophyseal joints in the lumbar spine, run in those angles. Okay. Yeah, one more here. Okay. Okay, I want you to just exhale and breathe for me. Don't hold your breath. There you go. There it is. You feel that?
Yes, sir.
That's what I wanted. Now I bet you this one feels a lot easier than all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna feel your head popping up a little bit next here. I'm gonna adjust his C3-4, which was subluxated, straight P to A, along the lines of the facet joints, C5-6, and then I'm gonna get all the way down here, C7-T1, and help put that curve back in his neck. Okay, let's turn you on your back now. Now you notice I don't do the side adjustment, the twisting of the lumbar spine, because over the 35 years I've been practicing, I noticed that if you do that too much on people, you can create what's called ligamentous instability. Ligamentous instability, ligaments hold bone to bone, and if you stretch those ligaments too much, they get loose, and it makes you have to want to pop your back all the time. Have you had that before?
Oh, yeah.
Just put your arms out to the sides. Okay. Right now I'm adjusting his shoulders, his clavicle, and his anterior costosternal joints, which is right where his ribs meet the sternum. Good. Okay, you can relax. Now I'm going to adjust his hip joints, which has also been bothering him. Now you should have felt that in your knee all the way up into your low back.
Yep.
Good. Just let this leg go like a limp rag. There you go. You feel that one the same?
Yep.
Okay, let's sit you face that away for a second. That's it. You know, the VA's been really very good to their veterans about getting them chiropractic care. We take care of a lot of veterans here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief because I believe they deserve the best of what society has to offer, including chiropractic care. There we go. Good. Good. Yeah. Now he's got a lot of compression in his spine, and you saw the distraction test was positive, alleviating his spinal pain. So we're going to have you lay on your back right here, head up that way. And this is your very first time getting this done, isn't it?
It is.
Like I said, he's been to 5 or 6 other chiropractors before and gotten adjustments. Slide up just a little bit. There we go. Good. Okay, relax that. Feel like you're in there tight enough? Not gonna get away, right?
No, I'm not.
There we go. See, he's got fairly good reflexes. In his patellar reflexes, I'm gonna put this under your skull. This going right under your chin. Keep your teeth together. Take a breath through your nose. And just relax it out now, Paul. Let it all go. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Home run.
oh man.
That's why we call it ring dinger. Felt that all the way down, didn't you?
Yep.
Keep breathing. Breathe through your mouth, or your nose, in, out through your mouth. Yeah, see, he's still kicking. Okay. So now I'm going to do the Palmer diversified rotary brake. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. Yes, sir?
That was awesome.
I'm going to let you tell the people after we get done here how this felt compared to the other 5 chiropractors you've seen.
Oh man.
Okay, let's come over here. Get up sideways. Kind of turn sideways and push yourself up with your elbow. Bring your legs over. There you go. We're going to stand right here in front of the mirror now again.
Oh man.
And I'm going to have you face the mirror again. And we're going to have you flex your head forward and backwards again, Paul. Better range of motion already.
Yeah.
And you're more centered too. You're still a little bit left of center. So your exercise is going to be to pull your shoulders up and back. Hold those there for me.
Okay.
Flare these guys way back, palms forward. Okay, now your head's forward, so we want to bring it straight back in the Z-axis. You were to the right, so we're going to come left right here. And now look up at the ceiling. You're going to feel a little tap right here. Right there. Now relax. And let's try that same thing again. You tell me if this, no, just relax and flex your head forward and backwards. See if this feels any smoother to you than the previous one. And back to neutral. Okay, so see, we got more equal spacing here now than we had before. Your head's up and back more, over your shoulders more. But you need to keep practicing this exercise, 15 repetitions, 3 times a day.
Okay.
All right, so you've seen 5 or 6 other chiropractors. How is this treatment and examination compared to those other chiropractors?
Honestly, this was a whole lot better. I like the fact that you actually took the time to examine me, tell me what conditions I had, and you went all the way through it perfectly. So I'm really happy I came out here.
Well, thank you very much. You
No
drove
problem,
3
sir.
hours down here
3
from
hours.
Austin to get this, right? And he's going to be coming back here every week. The VA approved him for a certain number of visits, which is what they normally do. So we're going to be happy to take care of him and any other veterans out there. If you're a veteran, you can call Tri-West. That's who you called, right?
Tri-West.
And you actually requested me.
Yep.
And we're a provider for Tri-West and the VA. So this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas, home of the Super Bowl. We'll see y'all soon.